Right then, open up to the press. Wait. Turn that phone. Open up to the press. Any questions for these guys up here, please? Thank you. For Mikey.
It's been really frustrating in the last fight. It sounds like you trained really hard for that one, and then we finished inconclusively. Obviously, been training very hard again. So, how prepared do you feel?
Put your hand up, please.
There you go, Jed.
I'm always prepared for a fight, always. Because that's what I do for a living, I fight. So I'm always prepared for a fight. So I'm prepared for this fight like I was from the last fight. Stuff happens in MMA. It wasn't intentional. We didn't mean to do it. It happened. We're back here, and then tomorrow night it's going to be a war in the cage. It will be a good fight this time. I know that for a fact.
Check one, two. You've got to speak into the mic, guys. These people want to hear you talk. Right, okay. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
I've got a question for Jimmy. You've been out of competition for about a year. What holes have you filled in your game during that time?
All the holes are filled in my game.
Awesome.
Is that it? Holes filled? Is that it?
Holes are filled.
Yes, over there, quick, you got to be fast, yes, shout out nice and loud. Come on, Kez, I can hear you, nice and loud.
This is for Jimmy. Jimmy, what's your session been like? How have you been training for this fight?
Been training same as usual. I haven't really made any changes. Loads of striking, lots of wrestling, lots of jiu-jitsu, lots of strength and conditioning. I've done everything to be ready for the fight.
I must admit, I don't think there's a fighter sitting here that hasn't trained. So it's a good question, but like, how have you trained for this fight? I fucking sat indoors. Ain't bothered. Trust me, people, they've all trained for this fight. I don't know how many hours a day. Right, nice questions, but crack them on. Think positive. Yes, sir.
Still relatively early in your career, we take It's quite still relatively early in your career. We find a sort of up-and-coming fighter in Jimi, into the UFC, etc. So to be taking on a champion such as Jimi, how do you feel?
I feel excited. I mean, I'm not here proclaiming I'm something I'm not, okay? 4 fights, I'm relatively new in the game, but I love to fight. And if you're going to put a title shot in front of me, I'll fight King Kong and a black belt for that thing, man. I don't care who it is. You know, I like to fight. I'm going to do my best. I hope to give you guys a good fight. If I win, then fantastic. If I don't, I'll do my best. But yeah, I'm not proclaiming I'm something I'm not. I'm just here because I enjoy to fight.
You've got to remember one thing. Jimmy was in exactly the same place 2 years ago, was it, Jim? They all told you, don't fight Ryan Robinson, you're out clock, you're out this, you're out that. And he did exactly the same thing. You've got to take the ball by the horns. And if he hadn't done that, you wouldn't be sitting here. So, my advice to anybody, Jim, take the shot.
Mate, do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. That's his advice. Yes, anybody else?
I've got a question for Michael.
Oh, Michael, 1, 2.
Michael, obviously you now train at America Top Team. How much does the quality of training differ from the gyms in the UK?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm blessed because when I'm in England, I've got a really good camp, Team Titan. They've got really good guys down there as well. Brad's down sometimes, Ash, a lot of top fighters come down, Jason Young. But obviously when I go to America Top Team, you've got the best of the best there. And it helps a lot when you get beaten up every day.
Well, that's
going to say, if you check out Michael's ears, they've got worse every time he goes back there. They've got worse. So that'll give you an idea of how hard he's training.
I do feel blessed because when I'm in England, I train at down Team Titan, and then I fly out there 10, 12 weeks and have a great camp out there with great people to support me. So I feel blessed.
Now, Dominic, how's your training differ from the way you prepared for your last fight?
I always train hard for every fight. I mean, for the last fight I was out in Thailand, so I always try and push myself. This fight, I've been up to Ian Freeman's gym, Team Machine. They're all monsters up there. They're all like 90 kilos plus. You know, I walk around at 76, 77. and I made sure I pushed myself. I dived in all the time with all the big guys, got smashed about. Leo Nagel, you know, he's an absolute monster. BJJ black belt, he's been smashing the living daylights out of me. All the guys down at Diesel, you know, I make sure I train and put myself in horrible positions constantly. That's it.
What a dog.
Yes, Jim.
Cheers. Sounds like you've been on a roller coaster ride since the last fight. So in your personal life, I mean, obviously you must be very hungry for victory after the last fight and all the difficulties you've been through. But I mean, is it shaking you in like your mental preparations at all?
No, it's driven me. It's driven me even harder. I mean, you know, the sacrifice that us guys make. You know, everyone, all the fighters here, all the fighters at the table. You know, we put our bodies, mental relationships, everything through it, put it on the line all the time. You know, it's crazy. Like some of my friends, I'm still a part-time fighter. You know, I'm a bricklayer, so I still go to work. You know, and stuff. And those guys, the guys on the site, they don't even realise what we put our bodies through and what it takes to be a fighter. You know, they think, oh, we turn up on the day and have a fight, but fucking hell, you know, we just do so much. The nutrition, the running in the morning, the training, you know, the not sleeping, the not seeing my kids. I don't know if you've seen I've got 3 kids. You know, I've got a beautiful wife. She's at the back there. You know, when I'm training for a fight, I come in. I may see him on a Sunday for a few hours, and I'm so messed up. I can't even play with him. You know, this is the kind of stuff that we do to get where we want to be. You know, that's it.
Big round of applause. Do you know what? Don there has really told a lot, because everybody looks at it's glamorous, being in the cage, putting your hand up and everything. It's great. What about the losers? What about when you go home and you go, sorry babe, I didn't get the money, I didn't get this. It's a real hard road. So every guy in this room, from the beginning of the card right to the top, I respect you, I love you, because you lot put it all on the line for this organisation and for yourself. So another big round of applause for all of you. I love you all. God love you all. And especially the main event at the moment, it's not just that they're great fighters fighting. What they've both done, both of these guys have opened up their gyms. They've got guys in there training. They're ambassadors for the sport. That means they stand out for the news. They'll do interviews. They go the whole 9 yards. Not just they go and train. They do their thing. They do their sparring. No, after the sparring, they'll go and do an interview. After the interview, they'll go back teaching. Then they'll run their gym. So it's not just fighting. They're now becoming ambassadors for the sport. So guys like this, we need more of you, because if you want MMA to be mainstream, to be on ITV, to be on BBC, that's what we've got to do. So guys, well done to you, one and all. Any more questions before we wrap this up and get people? Yes, Jim. For bowler. Let me just jog on over it. Give him a moment.
Obviously been training hard as well over in America. We're facing a veteran of the sport. He's fought the who's who in the UK, and he's got a win over Dan Hardy. You know, that's the level of competition he's fought. So, you know, you've been training very hard yourself. How do you feel going in against such an experienced opponent?
That's exactly why I'm fighting, you know, because of his credentials. I feel like it's time for me to prove myself. You know, no disrespect to the fighters that I beat, but this is a test that's going to show, you know, my real skills. Because he's going to bring skills that, you know, that's going to let me show what I can really do. So I'm happy that I'm fighting.
Let me just go to Dosky there. I'm calling you. Let me just go to Dosky. What do you think it's like fighting a monster? Like as you said today, you feel like you're a little man fighting a heavyweight.
Yeah, I feel it's like one of those absolute grappling divisions at the end. I'm expecting to be real big and real strong, but I'm hopefully, you know, the philosophies of jiu-jitsu might shine through and leverage will overcome strength, and that's what I'm putting my money on.
Yes, sir.
Nick, what would it mean to you personally and business-wise to win the championship tomorrow?
First and foremost, it's a dream for me. You know, when I started out, I didn't even expect to get co-main event in the first show. I didn't expect all this to happen. I just got a bit lucky. To be fighting for the title in itself for me is an achievement, which I'm very proud of. To win the title, that'd be amazing. I'd love it. It would obviously do good for the business too, but you know, this is passion for me. It's a dream.
Thanks, Nick.
Cheers.
You know what? A lot of these fighters, they love to fight, and you can't take that out of some of these guys. It ain't just about winning. It ain't just about turning up. It's that they love to fight. If you love to fight, you're halfway there. Any more people? Oh, yes, sir.
Jimmy and Nick, this is what the whole of the UK scene is talking about at the minute. So does that put pressure on you to perform tomorrow night?
No, I don't feel no pressure. I've defended my title four times. So it's just another day in the office.
You've got to remember, you say pressure. These guys have both been on Sky Sports, have been interviewed. It becomes home from home then. They're always on TV, so they get used to it. Unfortunately, superstars will get used to it one day. Nick?
I don't feel no pressure. I'm just doing what I love to do. I mean, Jimmy's a veteran. He's no mud to the game, is he? I doubt he feels much pressure. But the way I see it, if I get out the first round with Jimmy, I get credit. I get credit for even being there. I get out the first round, I get credit. So I get out the second round. That goes further than anyone else who's been in the cave with Jimmy. If I make it through the third, I'm going to get some serious credit for that. And just imagine if I win. If I win that fight, coming from where I come from, I ain't feeling no pressure. I've got nothing to lose. There's no expectations on my shoulders. It's all down to Jimmy, really. The pressure's over there. I know he deals with it well, but it is there. It ain't here.
No pressure. Anything to say about pressure, Jim? As he checked his Rolex, no pressure.
No pressure, man. No pressure. Everyone knows how I fight. Everyone knows what I do. Like, so I don't think he's gonna get out the first round. So.
Not out the first. There you go. Well, you know what? I watched Cage Fight the other night and a Jimi Manuwa special, and it is, you're one of them guys. If you start off slow, but if you get pushed, you just come quickly. So yeah, it's a hard job in front of me, but I can't wait. Everybody's talking about it. We've done loads of interviews with the US, all the radios over there, Tapat, etc., and they're all talking about over there. It's great to have so many US people and even in Japan talking about a big fight. So if I can make these two guys famous, God love you all. Right, people, we're going to wrap this up now. We're going to push the tables back. All these guys are going to face up. Unfortunately, the two heavyweights are still stuck in traffic. Big Thomas, but they're both on their way, but they are stuck in traffic. They're trying to get through the same place at the same time. There you go. So give us 1 minute. Just get the camera set, guys. Thank you very much.